everyone! As all of us know today, around 2 months ago, Russia has invaded Ukraine. This terrible war changed a lot, forever. As the Russian-Ukrainian war continues, the world imposes more sanctions on the Russian government to condemn the aggressive behavior and criminal acts of the invader country. But the sanctions don't come cheap and have an economic effect on local and international businesses in Europe. Well, today we will find out how war in Ukraine affects European crowdfunding and other markets. The Baltic states were the first to get affected as they are the closest to the border. In Latvia, a peer-to-peer lending platform Mintos reported that 15% of their investment portfolio in Russia is locked, and the cooperation with 7 lending firms is frozen. Now borrowers cannot make repayments for loans even if they have the money and the ability to do so, due to the blocked Euro and USD transactions. Mintos has also indicated the increased interest rates for loans on the platform from 8.6 in January to 10.6 in March, while some lending firms started offering loans from 13 to 16%. With offices in Lithuania and Croatia, Peerberry, an alternative investment marketplace, says that their partners started payments from the 8 million reserve because collecting money from borrowers to repay obligations within 60 days is temporarily impossible. The entire lending portfolio in Ukraine and Russia is stuck until there is a way to transfer the funds. Now let's talk about the global impact of war on the European market. It appears that platforms which are working with the Ukrainian or Russian customers are currently at risk because of immediate restrictions and challenges in these countries or even default of the local businesses. Energy sector. Europe was one of the key markets of the Russian energy export with this percentage in 2021 compared to Asia and the rest of the world. With the new sanctions, countries are now looking for ways to diversify and access energy products. While the European 2030-2050 Green Mission remains the same, countries are now also looking for new partnerships in the United Arab Republic, including Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Food and agriculture. Ukraine and Russia are some of the biggest exporters of food to Europe, with Ukraine exporting 8% of wheat and 13% of maize, and Russia exporting 18% of wheat and 39% of rapeseed oil. The effects of the limited supply of food from these countries may lead to increased prices and negatively affect the world's hunger rates, especially in poor countries. Metal sector. The heavy metallurgy production and steel export in Ukraine is paused due to the biggest cities specializing in this sector having been affected by war. Ukraine was exporting steel to Poland, Italy, the UK, and in overall 120 countries worldwide. Because of war, many supply chains have been frozen or destroyed. Pretty much every sector is affected now. Many international companies have stopped working with the Russian market either permanently or temporarily. Well, how war impacts in crowdfunding and fintech sector? Crowdfunding platforms across the globe have already helped financing various volunteer and humanitarian missions in Ukraine. To name a few, GoFundMe, Kickstarter, and Crowdfunder are among donating crowdfunding platforms that have supported Ukraine. If we're talking about P2P lending marketplaces or equity crowdfunding platforms, either for startup financing or real estate, there may be new opportunities in certain niches. At LenderKit, we offer crowdfunding software solution for young and established investment businesses worldwide. Our white label investment software is highly customizable and is tailored to European and US regulations. With plenty of features offered out of the box, you can launch your investment marketplace quickly and request customizations of the front end or back end as you grow your business. That is all for today. See you in the next videos.